Hi everyone, I'm Julie with TranceWithJulie.com. I wanted to speak today about the chattering mind and trance mediumship. One of the greatest challenges for developing trance mediums is learning how to work with the chattering mind. Mental chatter is a natural part of being human. Our minds are accustomed to thinking, questioning, remembering, planning, analyzing, and commenting on every experience that we have, on everything. Therefore, when we begin to descend into trance and surrender our ordinary awareness, the mind may initially become even more noticeable. Thoughts may arise such as, am I deep enough? Is that my guide? Am I doing this correctly? Why is my mind continually thinking? The difficulty is not necessarily that these thoughts appear. The difficulty begins when we engage with them. Many people are taught to acknowledge each thought and then let it go. However, in trance development, deliberately acknowledging or analyzing every thought can bring the medium back into the active working mind. Each time we begin examining the chatter, we lift our awareness toward the surface and interrupt a natural descent. This does not mean that one brief thought completely destroys the blend or forces us to begin again. It simply means that the more attention we give the thought, the more energy we give the conscious mind. The key is not to fight the chatter, answer it, judge it, or become frustrated by it. Simply do not follow it. Allow the thought to pass without becoming involved in the conversation it is trying to create. One helpful technique is to bring your awareness gently back into the present moment. Begin by breathing slowly and allowing the body to soften. Feel yourself sitting in a chair. Notice the natural rhythm of the breath, the weight of the body, and the stillness around you. You are not trying to force yourself to have absolutely no thoughts. You are simply resting your awareness and what is happening right now. When the mind begins chattering, do not say, there is another thought, or begin wondering why it appeared. Gently return to the breath, the stillness, and the present moment. Do this without frustration. Do it without beginning again. You have not failed, you're simply returning. The most effective approach I have learned is to allow the chattering mind to just fade away naturally. At first, you may still recognize that the mind is talking. Let it talk in the background. Do not try to force it to go into silence because fighting the mind often creates even more mental activity. Remain with the descent, remain with the blending, remain with your guide. After several minutes, often around 7 to 10 minutes, you may begin to notice yourself drifting. The thoughts become softer, more distant, and less important. Your awareness begins to withdraw from the surface mind and settle more deeply within. You may then begin to recognize the presence of your guide. Your guide may have been close from the beginning, but the noise of the conscious mind prevented you from noticing this beautiful blend. As the chatter fades, the presence of spirit becomes easier to perceive. This is the part of trance development that requires patience, practice, and trust. Do not give up because the mind is active. Do not become frustrated because thoughts are still present. Do not judge the sitting because you remained unaware. Stay with the process. Even 5 or 10 minutes of regular practice can begin teaching the mind and body how to surrender. Over time, those 10 minutes may feel much shorter because your perception of time begins to change as you enter the altered state. Eventually, the descent becomes more familiar, the chatter loses its importance, and the body softens more quickly, and the blending begins to unfold naturally. The goal is not to defeat the mind. The goal is to stop feeding it. Let the thoughts pass. Remain present. Continue descending and allow spirit to meet you within the stillness. I hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video if you did like it. You have a pleasant week. Thank you.